I broke up with my boyfriend because he took a job as a deportation officer at ICE, and I can't stop second-guessing myself. Just need to get this out because it's been sitting heavy on me, and I don't really have anyone to talk to about it without it turning into an argument. My 26th boyfriend, 27 Needham, recently accepted a job as a deportation officer with ICE. I broke up with him over it. It sucks. I didn't want to do it, but I also couldn't see a way around it that didn't involve me ignoring a huge part of who I am and what I believe in. When he first told me he was applying there, I had a bad feeling. I tried to keep it to myself at first because I didn't want to seem judgmental. I know the job market isn't great, and that getting any federal job is a big deal. It comes with great benefits, good pay, real stability, retirement, the whole package. I get why someone would jump at that. He was excited. It felt like a big step forward for him, and I didn't want to ruin that moment. But I couldn't ignore how much it bothered me. The idea of working in a role where your job is literally removing people from the country. Sometimes people who've lived here most of their lives just goes against everything I care about. I've always had strong feelings about immigration and human rights, and this job felt like the exact opposite of that. We talked about it more than once. He didn't see it the same way I did. He kept saying it's just a job or it's not like I make the laws. I just enforce them. That might be true, but to me it still felt like a line I couldn't cross. I couldn't see myself being in a relationship with someone doing that kind of work, even if they're a good person otherwise. So, I ended it. And now I'm stuck wondering if I made the right call. Some of my friends think I overreacted and let politics get in the way of a good relationship. Others totally get it and say it was the right thing to do. I just feel torn. I still care about him. I know he's not a bad person. But I also know I couldn't pretend this didn't matter to me. That's it. Just needed to get it out somewhere. Thanks if you read this far. At the end of the day, if your morals don't line up, it won't work. You didn't overreact. You had multiple conversations, and neither of you were willing to compromise, and you had the tough but right call. You deserve to live by and honor your morals, and I'm sorry that this led to heartbreak. Stability? Retirement? He wants to hunt immigrants for the next 30 years? Was that the only thing he's done that doesn't align with your beliefs? I feel like if he is willing to take a job with ICE, there's way more that y'all aren't compatible on to begin with. Did y'all ever align politically? You did the right thing, and you dodged a bullet. You two don't share the same values, and he is not actually a good person if he has no moral reservations about this job. You reel for that. Always stand on business for what you believe in. A good relationship, friendship will never require you to compromise your morals or beliefs in order for it to work out. He made a choice to take a job, knowing it might be a deal breaker, and it was. Let him go. There are better fish in the sea. You stayed true to your own sense of right and wrong. Doing that when it's hard is what defines a person. If it helps, he didn't take this job in a vacuum. He did it under a federal government that has weaponized the agency to commit inhuman acts. It's not just a job. It's complicity in crimes against humanity. Personally, I think your feelings would be valid if he'd taken this role at any time, but the reality of ICE in today's America is not just any time. Choosing to pursue this job at this time is equivalent to joining the Gestapo. I don't say that to be inflammatory or sensationalist. ICE is the most fascistic arm of this fascist government, and your boyfriend is a willing participant. If somebody can see what these people are doing and still want to join them, then I'm sorry, but they're evil. This man want to do evil shit. You did the right thing. I could never respect someone who wants a job with them. Your ex probably didn't give a shit about human rights. When you feel bad about it, try to think about that instead. The only people who work for ICE are browncoats in disguise. You dodged a nuke. If he can put it in a basket, as it's just a job is pretty close to the German browncoats, before WW2O, rounding up innocent civilians. Power and money, individually or together, change men. I'm sorry for your pain. Honestly, there's no way I would talk to anyone who would do this to other humans, much less sleep with one. Nice try, Ice. Removed by Reddit. Ask